There are years that ask questions and years that answer. For me, 2023 was a year full of questions about myself and my creative career. So in this video, I'm going to explain how I'm going to answer those questions in 2024. So the first question is one you're probably asking yourself right now. How will I make money? Because the truth is, while I am bringing in money, it's not consistent enough to sustain my creative career for much longer. I mean, throughout this whole year, I've been digging into my savings and my stocks, and those accounts are running low. So my plan to make money in 2024 is to get a regular job, even though that's one thing I've always feared since starting this journey. And the reason I've been scared to get a regular job was because I feared going back to my old lifestyle that I hated. I mean, back then I was a bitter person because I wasn't happy in my situation. However, as of recently, I've been thinking about it a lot. And I realized the reason I hated my lifestyle was because I was a different person back then. I was scared and insecure because I knew what I wanted, but I was scared to go for it because I feared other people's judgments. So there was always a war going in within myself. However, since then, I've gone for it. I mean, you wouldn't be watching this video if I didn't. My creative journey has turned me into a completely different person. I'm more confident and self-aware. I know what I want, and I'm going to continue to create while working that job. I mean, I'm an artist. I create, and I'm never going to stop. So I'm going to continue to create opportunities and never get stuck at a job I hate ever again. The second question was, is the loneliness worth it? Because when you have a vision that you could only see, you're going to spend a lot of time alone trying to bring that vision to life. And even when you paint that picture for others, they're still not going to understand it. The average person will think you're crazy. So my plan to overcome loneliness in 2024 is to collab more with other artists and creators. Because the reality is they're feeling lonely too. So why not work with each other? Like they say, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Plus, having people that understand you will be beneficial to everyone involved. We can support each other. We could share ideas. We could challenge each other. So if you're interested in working together in 2024, leave a comment down below. The third question was, what is distracting you from reaching your full potential? And for me, it was my phone and social media. I mean, it's so easy to get distracted when you have unlimited entertainment in your pocket. That's why my phone was my biggest obstacle in 2023. It stopped me from producing more meaningful work. Because whenever I encountered a minor problem while working, I reached for my phone, which interrupted my flow state. And as you may know, that flow state is the goal whenever you're creating. So my plan to overcome my phone addiction is simply to stop using it so much. And I know it's easier said than done. So I made this video breaking down exactly what I'm gonna do to overcome my phone addiction in 2024. The fourth question was, are you having fun? And the reality was, I was getting bored towards the end of this year. And I know what you're thinking, how can you get bored doing something you love? But the truth is, when you're doing something you love, you end up doing it over and over again to the point where you get bored. So my solution to overcome boredom in 2024 is to experiment more. This way I keep myself engaged and motivated because I'm constantly learning new things. But most importantly, it's just fun to experiment. I mean, that's the other reason I want to get a regular job. Because then it takes the pressure off of me from making money from this and I can just create and have fun. I don't want to have to worry about pleasing the algorithm. I just want to try new things. Which means I'm going to force myself to get out of this studio more. Because if I want to make better art, then I have to experience new and different things. So experimenting is going to be a key component in my 2024 creative process. The final question was, are you worthy of success? Because there were times throughout this whole year where I felt like I wasn't talented or creative enough to be doing this. And because I didn't validate myself, I put my worth in other people's hands, especially on social media. So as a result, I made content that I believed they wanted to see, instead of making what my heart tells me to. Then I found myself in that same position I was in before, doing things for others instead of myself. So my plan for 2024 is to give myself more love and compassion. And the way I plan to do that is by making more things that I love. And I know it sounds selfish, but the reality is you have to be selfish at times. Because if I can't help myself, then how can I help others? So know that you're worthy and back it up with proof with how you treat yourself. Because at the end of the day, you have to remind yourself that you are your biggest priority. Always put yourself first. So hopefully this video gets you thinking about your own strategy for 2024. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to make art or die.